Okay, 1 minute template, got short. Then did a flipper to the long side. Had one pullback, got to add and push. And right as we pushed above the prior pivot, if you weren't already at daily goal or beyond, even though you had to absorb a flip, so whatever you had in a position size and flip, then we did get two nice pushes. And I've talked about this in some of my videos. Let's say my daily goal on 150K count is 710. And let's say I was light on position size, so we get a big push, and maybe right about here, I get to like 430 because I had a loss in the first sequence from here, somewhere in here. So we push, and right about here, I'm at 430. So I'm not quite to my 710 daily goal. But then it pulls back, then it loads me up. Now the contract, and then let's say I push, 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 push. And right here, I'm about 610, 609. If I trade below that Heikin-Ashi, start trading, I just blip my trade out. It's Friday. I made money. I'm done. And yeah, maybe I ended the day at you know, I don't know, 564 for the day. Who cares? You're not going to hit 710 every day, but you know, and now if you're in decent amount of position size, you should have gotten daily goal even if it was as high as 710 on a two and done day. But I always pay attention to that. The market gives me a significant bounce, has a huge gigantic pullback, gets me back in, pushes all the way up. Anytime I'm spending above that prior pivot, to me is like a gift. I'm watching. If I get anywhere near the 710, 650, 660, 670, and I even see it stall out a bit, I just blip it out. It's Friday. Be done. Go do what you want. It's like the 710 is a target, and my 710 is right here. So I fire the gun, one and done on a Monday, boom. Fire the gun on a Tuesday, boom, one and done. Fire the gun on Wednesday, one and done. Let's say then Friday I have a two, and in the end I blip out and I'm at about 610. Okay, I hit the target, but I'm over here. Hey, I'm in the frickin' target. I'm good. It's done. I didn't hit the tree over here. I didn't hit the little rabbit that was running by and, knock him out. I hit the frickin' target, meaning I made money. Progress over perfection. And I got to tell you, this setup that I built the other week and been playing with cloud, I don't know what it is. That I love that thing. So I've been going in and padding my counts even after I get my daily goal. Now, just me personally, I was not at all interested in being short. I just had a feeling, you know, and I'll kind of show you why I didn't want to be short anywhere near the opening or leading up to it. I don't care how many little head fakes. I was only willing to be long, and it took a while. So when I got in, it was a one and done, only because I decided to do long only mode. And this is basically why. End of day action through the overnight session, even the morning, it's been getting grabbed and held, 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 grabbed and held. And then that little one coming here, a little bit of selling. And then the push is like, I'm sorry, if the NFP number was really not liked, they would have blown that area out like there's no tomorrow, and they didn't. So I only wanted to be long, mainly because it was an NFP day and I didn't see any signs of significant selling. I turned mine on for long only mode. She got me long, and boom. I wasn't done there because I was a little bit lighter. I was back to my typical position size, not my higher position size. Had to get loaded up. Then when we pushed, then I got done. I still can't figure out. I got to go see. I must have had a horrible fill. I still don't see how I wasn't done on that move, but I don't care. It's Friday. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go look. I don't care. I will say some of these prop firm fills are really mind boggling odd, but that's a whole other topic. So, anyhow, That was my thoughts today. I did not want to be short, even though if just would have said, I don't care, I don't know anything, me, I'm short, then I get flipped to the long side. You still ended the day positive. It's Friday, be happy. We had a fair amount of one and dones this week. Gosh, maybe three of them I was one and done, if I'm not mistaken. Just take it and call it good. Okay, let's look at this other setup. I have two charts I run this on. One is one that I'm doing when I'm just doing some quick scalping to pad my account, and it was just like on fire today. And then there's one that's a little bit of a higher time frame, that's a little bit bigger picture look with the new grid cloud. And let me go pull up that second chart here real quick. Okay, this is going to be a bad joke, but in spirit of Halloween, I know that was yesterday, but this is what I call this screamer long setup. So think of a shrieking teen B movie with a girl screaming as she's getting attacked with a knife carrying globalist agenda servant. So, anyhow, that's a whole other discussion. Look at that W pattern. My grid MA has gone aqua, cloud over aqua, grid MA. That's a Elon Musk spaceship launch screamer mode there. And at what you're looking for is, can I at least get up and start peaking above some of these prior pivots so I can move my stop up? Now, stop on a trade like that, I would never have it more than most recent price pivot. You were 1-to-1 pretty fast, stop to break even plus, and chops around a bit, but here's the key. Once you're in the trade and you got your stop to break even plus, and maybe you got in with the 3 MNQs, you took one off, you got two running, watch. I'm going to talk like Biden does sometimes. Watch the grid MA. You piece of garbage. Watch it. Just kidding. I'm having some fun today. I had a really good day today in some certain accounts that I was trading. I got some new automated stuff and it's working like amazement. So, anyhow, that grid MA stayed aqua. So, even though you get a little pullback here in the cloud and lift, that's okay. Now, can you see another great entry area? Actually, there's two to the long side. Pullback, grid MA, aqua, lift, back to green. I talked about these in some videos. There's a trend following entry, stair-stepping higher price, got a little bit of a W pattern. Then look at that W pattern on the pullback. There's another screamer long. For any of you, for some reason that weren't already done on the day, in your hand trading, manual trading, you got a screamer long W out of the open. W stands for win. And you got another W here where cloud goes red, green, red, green. Price showed a W. And in conjunction with the W, the grid MA goes back to aqua. And you got was in alignment right there. Then I did like this one at the end of the day, but I was already done, so I didn't take a shot at it. But okay, that was a pretty high pivot we made after being a seller hard yesterday. And we crawled and crawled, and they pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And institutionals are running their zero DTE options pumps and their futures pumps, and they're buying crappy stocks and baskets. So you think that the market's getting bought, and you go buy the high flyers that are up in the upper 1, 2, or 3% range of price, so you can be the bag holder soon. And then it sells off. Then we get a W pattern. We pump. As soon as we pumped, I'm like, this baby's going to go right back up and get some range extension over the other pivot. It did. And what do you call that? Level sweep and a sell. That was a nice sell. Now, I don't know if it'll keep on chugging on down or not, but that was a really nice sell setup. And that was a good sell setup too after a nice big rally stretch out of the open. And we cleaned out some prior levels. So these setups are just, they should be pretty easy to see. And the more you work with it, you'll get used to it. And again, I've just put out 3 or 4 separate strategies in the last few weeks of stuff you can hand trade, manual discretionary trading, with different visually efficient looks to the overall indicator configuration, and then you can take it and do what you want with it from there. And it's got to be something there that you can work with to make your trading really mechanical, very cut and dry, that you can build some rules around, or take some of the tools with the outputs, connect them to ASP, Algo Studio Pro, or Bloodhound, or Blackbird, or any of those other tools. Put in your own trade management, so when the signals align, boom, you're in a little automated trade, and you got trade management running and gunning with the overall setup. So all of this stuff is part of the program. Yeah, so all kinds of goodies. And this is a private Discord. Nobody can come in here. I don't want the general public in my Discord. Then it's like babysitting. I'm not into babysitting. I just want to trade. I just want to build stuff. I just want to whip my programmers into obedience to hurry up and get stuff done. That doesn't work very often, but whatever. But yeah, I just recently added the grid cloud, the grid step, the grid MA. Tons of videos on these, more on the way. We got the scalper fully automated strategy, the original iGrid Evo strategy. They're both due updates. A lot of stuff is in works to get wrapped up. And 2 other indicators that I flipped to a new programmer to completely get them done with just some little additional tweaks to the visuals, and voila. So it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Great week next week. More stuff, boom, boom, boom. More downloads hitting, more updates, and more goodies. So if you have any questions at any time, let me put up the email address. So there you have it, info@gridalgo.com. We'll put that down there. And next week, through the weekend into next week, I have my Fractals dynamic range indicator in build. This is going to be something very, very unique, very different than anything that's ever been attempted in this realm. And there's been recent attempts by groups, and their stuff is clunky and too complicated. And I think, in my opinion, they're using the fractals and analysis of price and the dynamic ranges of price in a way that's not as effective as what I'm building. So there's going to be a lot more info on this, because that thing it has its own programmer, not at all affecting anything else I'm working on, to get that bad boy done so I can launch it. I'm going to go for a launch by November 5th on the Fractals dynamic range indicator. Be very sophisticated indicator, helping you define, regardless of the instrument or the time frame, where are the dynamic edges of the market per the setback, or the period look back that you've set in the indicator. And it's not going to be like channels like this, but I'm just saying, when you get to certain percentages of bars beyond a certain range versus the ones that are inside, there's going to be indications that you're now in the upper or lower range. And what is the max expected excursion you should see prior to any movement back to the mean or the average of all price. So for swing trading, for position trading, to help you see where there might be key level sweeps from a dynamic range analysis standpoint, very profound what this indicator will be. I'm making some really good headway with it. So anyhow, just wanted to give you a quick update. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. There's my Aussie doodle, Hazel, back from her walk. Hey, Hazel, how you doing? You cute old puppy. You're getting a haircut today. So there you have it, guys. Have a fantastic Friday. Woo! Halloween's over with. We hurry up and get this damn election over with. I just want it over with. I don't want to hear about election stuff anymore. I just want the country to start getting fixed. I want energy cheap, food prices cheap, car insurance cheap, housing cheap, and end all these stupid wars. And let's have some peace, some prosperity, and make everything great again. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you this weekend, and be safe out there.